May as well start with the shrimp salad, which is right before me. Oh, those shrimp are amazing. They look like little pieces of lobster. Oh, that's incredible. Good morning, everyone. It's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Stockholm, Sweden. It's another gorgeous morning outside. The sun is shining, clear blue skies. We are heading over to Fridhemsplan metro station. Hello, quick ride for 2 to Karlaplan. We made it to the station. I think I was mispronouncing it before. It's more like Karlaplan. There's this term in Sweden called Fika, and in English it would translate to have a coffee. But I think it's more than that, and it's an important part of Swedish culture. I think the actual word can either mean a noun or be used as a noun or a verb. So you can say, let's fika. And that means let's have a coffee, let's have a coffee break, let's enjoy a pastry. And so Ying and I are walking over to a bakery and we are going to try to fika.
So one of each bun and one coffee?
Yes.
Yes. Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring some stuff from the basement.
This is a wonderful little neighborhood bakery right across from a park. It's a quiet street. It's a very relaxing place, and you just walk into the bakery and immediately you can smell the aroma of cardamom in there and the fresh baked bread. They have an assortment of different baked goods and even sandwiches here, but I had to go for a cinnamon bun, and then also this bakery is well known for their cardamom buns, so I got one of each and then I got a coffee to go with it. I'm gonna start with the cardamom roll, and it's really beautifully prepared. I think it's from one strand, which is one long like string of dough, which is then wrapped up into almost like a bow tie, a complex bow tie shape, and then baked. And you can see I think some sugar sprinkled on top, and you can really smell that aroma of the cardamom in there. I think you could either unravel this and eat it piece by piece, but I think I'll just go for the bite method. Wow. That is amazing. Oh, the cardamom comes in nicely. I think the cardamom is ground, so you get like that real pungent, fresh ground cardamom taste to it. And then the bread itself is crisp on the outside edges, but then it's like perfectly gooey on the inside. Wow. And that has to be followed by coffee. And now for the cinnamon roll. I think for this one I will break a piece. That is equally amazing, but instead of cardamom, it's cinnamon. I have not eaten too many cinnamon rolls in my life, but this is the best I've had. It's awesome. It's like perfectly baked, the perfect texture, and then just the wonderful mixture of not too overly sweet, but sweet, and then also mixed with that cinnamon, and also with that cardamom. I don't know which one I like better. They're both really, really good, and just have that completely different spice flavor to them. That was an exceptionally good baked product. I think that was a very successful fika. What do you think, Ying?
I like.
Ying loved it, especially the cinnamon roll. We are walking towards the Vasa Museum, which is actually on the next island, so we're about to cross a bridge. But the museum is home to a 17th century ship which sunk off the coast of Stockholm. But the ship has since been lifted out of the water and restored and renovated, and it's now in the museum. So that's where we're heading now. As we're crossing this bridge, I just got this incredible whiff of a sausage. I think it might be coming from that restaurant down there. That smells incredible. There's quite a long line, but I think it will go pretty fast. 2 adults, please. And that took about 15 minutes in line, and immediately upon entering the museum, you get a close-up look at the ship. And it set sail on the 10th of August, 1628. And it sunk right off the coast of Stockholm. Then after sitting at the bottom of the ocean for 333 years, it was salvaged in 1961, and it is, from what the brochure says, it is 98% original, and it's really an amazing sight to see. The museum is set up with the ship right in the center, and then on the various levels surrounding it are exhibitions explaining how it was salvaged, the different functions of the ship, and also some Swedish cultural exhibitions as well. At the very front of the ship is the figurehead, which is a 3-meter long lion, which is stretched out across the very front, leading the way of the ship. And it's just amazing how well it's preserved and how giant the ship is. It's incredible to be able to see the entire ship in its entirety from the 17th century, and so well preserved. And I especially enjoyed all of the detailed carvings within the ship. There are a lot of museums and parks in this area, but going to museums is actually, it makes you quite hungry. So we are walking over to a restaurant, which looks like it's within this park, and it looks very calm and relaxing. And I think it's cafeteria style, so you walk up to the front, you choose whatever you want, you pay for it, and then you find a seat somewhere in the garden. Beautiful place. Baked salmon. So you start at the front of the line and grab a tray. They have lots of cakes and pastries that you can put on your tray, but I think I'm gonna head straight for the main course. Crackers if you want, I'll do that. Take a piece of cracker. So you wanna go sit? I'm really hoping not to drop anything. This is an incredible restaurant, and you just walk inside. They have a menu, so you can order some different hot dishes. There are about maybe like less than 10 choices, and then they also have a bunch of cakes and pastries and sandwiches, some small bites that you can also order if you want something smaller. Ying and I ordered 2 different dishes to share. This one is the shrimp salad. Lots of shrimp in there. There's lettuce, there's cucumber, there are, I don't even know what these little, at first I thought they were corn, but they're definitely not corn. They're little morsels of something. And the other dish is the lamb meatballs, which are not in spherical form, but are more in like lumps, and then with potatoes and green beans. This has to be one of the more pretty places I've ever eaten. May as well start with the shrimp salad, which is right before me. Oh, those shrimp are amazing. They look like little pieces of lobster. Wow. That is as amazing and as refreshing as it looks. Well, that's incredible. The shrimp almost taste like crab. They have a real sweetness to them, natural sweetness to them. And then I can taste some dill in there as well. And also, it's like a salty, creamy dressing all over it. That's incredibly good, actually. It's really, really refreshing. What are those little yellow things? That is an awesome salad. Really, if I had my eyes closed and I didn't know it's shrimp, I would think it's crab. Because that meat The shrimp is almost like stringy, like a crab, and then it has that natural sweetness to it. Next up for the lamb meatballs, or the lamb meat lumps. I'm gonna call them meat lumps. And I slice off a piece of that. Get a close-up look of that. Oh, you can see the little air bubbles in it. I predict it to be very spongy. Okay, that texture prediction was correct. They are like light and fluffy, and they're incredible tasting. I think I can taste a lot of rosemary, possibly ground up within these meat lumps, and then that texture is spongy, but you can taste a little bit of the lamb flavor in there, and this time I'm gonna soak it in that sauce below. That's really, really good. I don't know if it's a red wine sauce or kind of a, I don't know, the sauce is not, it's kind of neutral. A little bit of sweetness, and those lamb meatballs are awesome. Wow, two really extremely good dishes. That was an absolutely incredible meal. The lamb meat kind of ovals were delicious, but that shrimp salad was hard to beat. The texture of the shrimp in Sweden, they're little and they're muscular, and they have this amazing kind of chewy, slightly chewy, almost crab-like texture to them. Fantastic salad. Definitely one of the more pretty ambience restaurant atmospheres, especially outdoor patios, that I've been to in a long time. That was a fantastic meal. This is the place you just want to like lean back in your chair and relax after you eat. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Oh, that was really good. Is he real? When it comes to relaxing garden restaurants, I don't know if you can get better than that. That was great food, an amazing atmosphere, and I think it's very popular with locals who come to just enjoy, especially on the weekends, to relax, to eat, to hang out. You could come here for a full meal, or you could come here just to have coffee. Fika, you could come here to Fika. That was a fantastic experience, highly recommended in Stockholm. The restaurant is literally right next to the Vasa Museum, and we are now walking towards the pier, gonna try to take the boat back. We used the same Metro card and got into the dock, the pier, and now the boat is just arriving. We're gonna go to Slussen. Boats are a fantastic way to get around Stockholm, and we could have taken the metro back to where we're going, but I really wanted to take the boat just to get the views of the waterways and also to see the views of Stockholm from the water. And it's fantastic. All of the water life, the boats, the scenes of the old buildings in Stockholm. Traveling by boat through a city is one of the greatest ways to get around. There are also a number of companies that offer boat tours, and I was thinking that would be a really cool thing to do, but then I decided we just didn't have the time to do it on this trip. But there are some pretty cool canal tours of Stockholm, or you can just take a couple rides for transportation like we are gonna do. It has started raining. I'm gonna put the camera into this plastic bag. Vlogging from under a plastic bag. I'm sure the view is not too good, but this kind of works. The rain actually feels kind of good. We took cover underneath a bridge. and we're gonna wait out the rain for a little while. The rain has almost stopped. It's just very lightly sprinkling, and we decided to make a walk for it. Okay, it's starting to rain again. But my plan, we didn't really have anything extra planned right now. We just wanted to walk along the canals, and we're gonna walk up a little ways and hopefully take another boat across the canal, the waterway, to our island. Okay, the rain really picked up again. We are underneath a bridge again, waiting out the rain. Oh, now it's downpouring. That was quite a significant rain, but it has just stopped for the most part, and we are back on track now. There's a bridge up ahead which we can take to cross over and get back to our island. So we're just gonna take a leisurely stroll. It's really nice right now, peaceful after the rain, and hoping that it doesn't start downpouring again. I've already said this a number of times since being in Stockholm, and we've only been here for 2 days, but it cannot be understated how friendly of a walking and biking city Stockholm is. And again, it is the summer, so the weather is not too cold, but it's an amazing, they've designed Stockholm so well. We made it to the bridge, and this is a really long bridge. We are crossing over one canal and then over to an island, and then we're gonna cross over the main big waterway channel to get back to the island that we're staying on, where the hotel is. We made it back to the hotel. Over there, that is the bridge that we just crossed. For dinner tonight, we were invited by Björk restaurant, which is at the Courtyard Marriott. And this is a Scandinavian restaurant with a little bit of everything on the menu. And it's a really nice restaurant, actually, both inside, and we got a seat out here on the patio, the perfect weather of Stockholm. Going through the menu now. Salmon is always tempting. I'm starting off with some kind of a mint cocktail. It almost has a banana flavor to it. All of the food has just arrived. And again, Ying and I share everything we order all the time. So we got one plate of smoked salmon with these are dill potatoes. And then we also got a flat bread with cheese on the top, and then salmon on top, and then roe on top, and then a handful of herbs on top as well. And then this one is toast skagen, which is becoming one of my favorite Swedish dishes. Shrimp salad over a piece of toast. This is an amazing dish with dill on the top, and they included some roe as well. I think perhaps I will just kind of spread this out. Should I spread it out over the toasting?
I guess so.
I think I'm gonna spread this out over the toast. Maybe put this on top there and just kind of spread it over. Oh, that ratio of shrimp to toast is a beautiful thing. Put these over it, and then I'll squeeze on that lemon a little bit. I may as well start with the toast skagen, and it's kind of like the same shrimp, I think, as what I ate for lunch. Oh, and they just all fell off. Okay, I will have to re-put back on that toast. All right. That is indeed one of my favorite Swedish dishes or snacks. It's so fantastic, and mainly because the shrimp are fresh and they have this amazing muscular texture. And then with that dill and that creamy sauce, and then the toast is kind of crunchy and a little bit gooey. Okay, next up, I think this is supposed to be a handheld dish. Oh yes, and salmon is another one of my favorite things in Sweden. Okay, let me try to add some of those herbs on top. Oh, they are tangly. It's like a whole salad on top of it. Oh. Yeah. That's like cheese bread with salty smoked salmon on top. And then the salty eggs, salmon eggs, that just erupt with salty juice. And then those herbs are a nice touch as well. And that lettuce. Yeah, that's a fantastic thing. And the last dish, this is a main dish with the smoked salmon, a nice pile of it again, topped with dill, and then the dill potatoes. Oh, the quality of the salmon in Sweden is just fantastic. It's so soft and so tender, and it just dissolves in your mouth. It doesn't, at least the bite I had, it doesn't have any of that grisliness to it. The only thing I like to do is to add some pepper. And put some, it's good to put some on the side, and then you can dip it as it sticks to that salmon, and then also some on the potatoes. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'll add a little bit to the flatbread. This is another one of the greatest things about Sweden is the pepper. They have pepper on every table at every restaurant we've been to. Freshly ground black pepper is one of the spices of life. Oh yeah, it's just fork tender salmon. You don't even actually need this knife. But then with that pepper. Oh yeah, with that pepper. Now for the dill potatoes. A very creamy sauce and just a faint taste of dill in there. That was a wonderful way to end this day. It's been a very relaxing day in Stockholm and had some delicious food today. But just walking around the city, it gives you like energy. That was a great meal to end the day. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a comment below if you want to let me know anything. And make sure you subscribe for lots more food and travel videos, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.